Hello, this is Fred. So week 5 scenario, database security, which I believe is part 2 of the previous one. And I created and populated a new email address column for bonus table. I implemented restricted access using views for both the scorekeeper. Then I also did a column level encryption for sensitive data for CRUD, the programmer. Then there is I simulated the logins and explored the database permission. So we'll begin with verifying the backup, see if the database backup exists. So if I run this, we should expect that we get this response, which is correct, which shows that we have a backup ready. We can't begin doing any work if there's no backup, no altering tables. So step 2, this is how I added the column, the email column, altered the table, then I populated it with an update CRUD keyword, lowered the first name and the last name to make the email authentic. And if I run this, let me first make sure that I'm in the correct database server. Execute that. So if I run this, you should expect that the output, yeah, this is it. The email is there. However, since I've gone through this work, the data is encrypted. We can't see that information. And then step 4 is where I created a login for Bob the scorekeeper on the main server. And then I created the view. This is the code there where I created the view. And if we go and look there right now, we should expect to see that view there. So Bob the scorekeeper right here. And I've granted a select rights only. You should only be able to select it and do it and not do anything else. So if I run that, you can see that some of the columns sensitive information have been blacked out. This is the only information that both the scorekeeper can see. So our next part is we are doing the CRUD the programmer login, and we're encrypting data. She would be able to view all the tables, but she should not be able to see some information in some columns. That is the code for creating the login. That is the steps for for encrypting the information in the column. We have granted, as the fact says, we should grant her the select and insert rights. That is for Carol. We're giving her some level of permissions compared to Bob the scorekeeper. So if we go and take a look at that right now, this is the login. This is a login on the server level. So if we go and see this table, let's run it and see. You can see that some of the information have been encrypted. It's encrypted. That is the address, phone number, and the email. So that is it. So on our next part, we already checked the results. So the next, that is scenario 4, is where we redo all what we have done above on the database, which is on the server side, on the cloud, which is served on the cloud. Something we'll do the verification. We have to verify the backup was made. So first I need to change the connection. I have to make sure that I've connected to the server. So if I change the connection here, pick the IP address of the server, go to server, then log in and we'll connect that. I'm making sure I'm connected there. I'm making sure that I'm in the right database. I'll run this and verify the backup. And as you can see, I'm right here. The backup is there. So something, I've altered the table and I'm adding the email column there. Still, I'll make sure that I'm in the correct database. Run that. And we'll try and see and verify if the emails was created. Execute that. Again, this is encrypted. It has already been run. I used this code for updating the emails, the column rather. Make sure that the first and last name are in small letters. So scenario 2 is where I create Bob Fred, the scorekeeper. Yeah. And we're granting, we are creating a view and we're giving him, we're just granting him the select permission only. Nothing more, nothing less. So if we go and take a look at that right now, this is Fred Bob, the scorekeeper. You can see we have the view here right here. So if we go and take a look at that right now, so I'll do select top 100 rows. And as you can see, some columns have been flagged off. The address is not there, the phone number is not there, the email is not there. So this is the only information that Bob Fred, the scorekeeper, can see. So we close this up. So next scenario 3 on the CRUD server database, we'll create CRUD the programmer. This is the code for creating the login. Something we're going to encrypt this data, the sensitive information in the bolus tables. This is the steps that I use for encrypting. So for Carol Fred, the programmer, again, I've given her the rights to select and insert information, nothing more, nothing less. So I made sure that I'm in the right database. So we'll go and take a look at that right now. Open it. This is Bob, sorry. We'll check on Carol Fred, the programmer. So if you select the bolus table and run this and see response. As expected, the address is encrypted, the phone number is encrypted, and the email is encrypted. So that is for Carol Fred, the programmer on the server side, cloud, database served on the cloud. So the next part is we are going to test the logins for classmates. And I picked all red. This is her server cloud saved database. And we'll take a look at Carol first and see what it brings. Something I'm logged in as the server cloud side. Cloud login is already logged in. So I'll run this and see what will close. So if we select the top 100 rows, skip this and see what shows. As you can see, some of our data is not encrypted, of which Carol, on Carol N should not be able to see the address. It shouldn't be able to see the phone number and the email. But this didn't go well on our side. And then insert, I did the insert as well. Well, that went well. She's able to insert the user or insert some information in it. On deleting, let's take a look at that. I'll make sure that I'm in the right database, execute that. Let's see if Carol, my teammate, is able to delete some information. As you can see, that is restricted. So we'll check for Bob as well. first, before I go to Bob, I will take a look at the view for the bit created. Rather not the view, but the tables. This is mine, I guess. No, this is not ours. So this is Carol. You see that the table was created. Let's run it and see if the information was encrypted. No, we already did that checkup, but it seems some columns were not encrypted as expected. So let's leave this out. Let's leave this out. Let's go right to the last bit of that is Bob. Let's do a run up on Bob. Let's check. Also, some information is not being hidden from Bob, the scorekeeper. There's some work that needs to be done there. Yeah, so that is it for this week. Thank you very much.